In this video, I'm going to be going over how to build a WordPress website with WP Engine step by step from start to finish. I'll be showing you how to access professional pre-made WordPress website templates to make creating your WordPress website an easy process. I'll also be going over how to edit your website using one of the most popular drag and drop editors, Elementor Page Builder, so you can create a professional looking WordPress website on WP Engine via drag and drop. I'll also be covering how to set up your own domain name in WP Engine, how to point your name servers to WP Engine, along with activating the free Let's Encrypt SSL Certificate so your site is secure. I'll also be providing you with a WP Engine discount that will save you 20% off your WP Engine WordPress hosting purchase. Let's get started with the WP Engine WordPress tutorial. The first thing you want to do to build a WordPress website with WP Engine is to click the link in the description below so you can be taken to WP Engine, and so you can take advantage of the WP Engine discount, getting you 20% off. A little disclosure, the link is an affiliate link, meaning I'll receive a commission from WP Engine at no extra cost to you. Plus you'll get an awesome WP Engine discount. Once you click the link in the description below, you'll be on the WP Engine WordPress hosting page shown here. You'll see you can get WP Engine Managed WordPress hosting for as low as $20 a month. WP Engine provides a 60-day money-back guarantee, automated updates, daily backups, one-click staging, and premium themes. If you click the drop-down, it'll list out all the WordPress hosting plans. The startup plan costs $20 a month. It is good if you're going to have one website, as this plan allows for one website. The startup plan comes with 25,000 website visits per month, 10 gigabytes of local storage, and 50 gigabytes of bandwidth. The professional plan costs $40 a month and comes with 3 websites and 75,000 website visits per month, 15 gigabytes of local storage, and 125 gigabytes of bandwidth. The growth plan costs $77 a month and comes with 10 websites and 100,000 website visits per month, 20 gigabytes of local storage, and 200 gigabytes of bandwidth. The scale plan costs $194 a month and comes with 30 websites and 400,000 website visits per month, 50 gigabytes of local storage, and 500 gigabytes of bandwidth. The advanced plan costs $600 per month, and for most watching this tutorial, this isn't going to be a plan to start on. When you find the plan you want, click it and click the Buy Now button. I'll choose the startup plan for this tutorial. You'll now be on the checkout page. You'll see you can choose between annual and a monthly term. You'll save the most money with the annual term. Next, you'll see add-ons you can add to your WP Engine WordPress hosting purchase. Site monitoring costs $50 a year. Site monitoring monitors your website and will alert you when errors are detected so you can fix them quickly. Smart Plugin Manager costs $100 a year. Smart Plugin Manager provides automated plugin maintenance. It provides you with a visual regression testing to spot any plugin problems that might cause your site to go down or errors to show. If issues are detected, you can roll back the updates to the previous one so your site gets corrected. Global Edge Security costs $300 a year. Global Edge Security provides your site with additional DDoS mitigation, app layer protection, and a Cloudflare CDN performance booster. Additional Sites is where you can choose additional sites to purchase with your WP Engine WordPress hosting purchase. The cost will vary based on the plan you chose or term. Genesis Pro costs $300 a year. Genesis Pro allows you to build better websites faster and provides pre-built and customizable content sections, full page layouts, and advanced tools for the WordPress block editor. Next, scroll down to the account information section. Fill out your account details. You'll see Data Center at the bottom. Click this and you can choose the data center you want. WP Engine offers lots of different data centers from around the world. Once you are done, click the Continue to Payment button. You now want to enter your billing information in. Select that you have read and agreed to the terms of service and privacy policy. Click the Pay Now button. Once your payment is done processing, you'll be on the Thanks for your purchase page. You'll get an email from WP Engine. you need to pull up the email and click the Activate Your Account button. You have 7 days to activate your WP Engine account. When you click the Activate Your Account button, you'll be on the Create Your WP Engine account page. Enter a password to be used for your WP Engine account. Click the Create My Account button. You'll now be greeted with a Welcome to WP Engine User Portal. You can click the Show Me Around button to get to know it. Click Remind Me Later, or click the X button. I'm going to click the X button. You'll now see Welcome to WP Engine. Let's set up your profile. You'll see which best describes your role. I'll click from the drop down and select one. You can also click I'll do this later if you want. I'll click Next. Next, it'll ask you who you work for. From the drop down, choose one. Click the Next button. Next, you'll see tell us a little about your site. It'll ask, are you building a new WordPress site or migrating an existing site? From the drop down, you can select the option. I'll click Building a New Site. You'll now see it asks which best describes the type of site you're creating. From the drop down, select the option you'd like. I'm going to select Business Main Site. Click the Next button. You'll now see a last question. How familiar are you with WordPress? From the drop down, select the one that applies. For me, I'll select I am an expert. Click the Finish button. You'll now be on a profile complete page. I'm going to go ahead and click the X button as this doesn't apply to me. I have no team members to add to my WP Engine account. You'll now be in the WP Engine dashboard. You'll see Add a New Site. Click the Add Now button. You'll now be on the Add Site page. It'll ask you who will own this site. Where it asks what you would like to do, you can select from a few different options. Start with a blank site, start with a guided experience, start with a WooCommerce site, or migrate a site. Choose the one you'd like. I'm going to choose Start with a blank site. Click the Next button. You'll now be on the Site Name and First Environment page. Put in your site name, and I typically put my site name as the environment name. It might add numbers behind the environment as seen here. This is completely fine. Next, you'll see environment type. You can choose between production, staging, and development. Production is the live site that'll be used. Staging is a copy of your site that isn't published. It's great for testing updates on your site to make sure no problems arise before publishing to the live production site. Development is you can build an experiment before the site goes to a staging or production live environment. I'm going to select production. Something I want to note, you can create additional environments in the site's overview page. Click the Add Site button. You'll now be taken to the My Sites page. You'll see a notification at the top that says your site is being built. You'll receive an email as soon as it is ready. For this, you just need to wait until it is done. It doesn't take long. For me, it took 5 to 10 minutes. Once your site is ready, you'll see the email site created. You can click Access via User Portal button to be taken to the overview page for your site. You want to click Set Password, and it'll take you to the WordPress login page where you can set your WordPress password for logging into WordPress. Before I go into the WordPress tutorial on creating a WordPress website via drag and drop, I want to go over how to add your own domain name and adding the free Let's Encrypt SSL Certificate, making your site secure. From the WP Engine page, under the Site section, I'll click My Site. You'll now be on the WP Engine overview page. I'll click Domains. You'll see the site is now using a temporary domain of WP Engine. When you're ready to add a domain, click the Add Domain button. You'll see the selection I've purchased this domain, where you can input the domain name in the field. If you haven't already purchased a domain name provider I use and recommend is Namecheap. I provide a link in the description below to Namecheap, along with a domain name promo code that will save you money on a domain name purchase. You can get a domain name for most domain extensions for under $10, and Namecheap domain name purchases come with free domain privacy for as long as you have the domain with Namecheap. You'll see the selection for I haven't purchased this domain. You can click this and WP Engine will route you to domain providers where you could purchase your domain name from. I've got my domain name already purchased from Namecheap. I'll type in the domain. I'll click the Next button. You'll now be on a page where you'll see Point DNS for your domain name. Click the Next button. It'll now say Point DNS for your domain name with the www. Click the Next button. Scroll down to the domains and you'll see both versions of your domain name showing. If you see an upgrade network, this is very important. Click Upgrade Network for your main domain. You'll see Enable Network Update. Click the Enable Now button. Click the I'm Finished Here button. Scroll down to the domain section. Click the Upgrade Network where you see your domain listed with the www. Click the Enable Now button. Click the I'm Finished Here button. Now we want to make our domain name our primary domain instead of the WP Engine one. Click the three dots over to the right next to your main domain name without the www. Click Set as Primary. Once it is done, find the www one. Click the three dots to the right. Click Add Redirect. From the drop-down, you want to choose your main domain name. Click Save Changes. Next, scroll down to the bottom of the page. Click Advanced Network. Now we are going to use this information to point the DNS. I'll copy the CNAME by clicking Copy. My domain was purchased with Namecheap, so I'm going to log into Namecheap. I'll click the Manage button next to the domain. I'll click Advanced DNS. Click the Add New Record. Choose the CNAME. Where it says host, put www. Where it says value copy in the WP Engine CNAME, where it says target, click the green check mark to save changes. Next, click the Add New Record. Choose a record. Put the @ symbol where it says host. Copy the first A record from WP Engine. Put it in where it says IP address. Click the green check mark to save changes. Click the Add New Record. Choose a record. Put the @ symbol where it says host. Copy the second A record from WP Engine. Put it in where it says IP address. Click the green check mark to save changes. It can take up to an hour for the pointing of your DNS to take place, but usually within 10 to 15 minutes, it will be good to go. Back on the domains page, you can just refresh the page until you see the green check marks like seen here. The next thing we want to do is add the free SSL certificate to make our site secure. You want to make sure your DNS is fully propagated before doing this step to avoid possible errors. Click SSL in the left side menu. Click the Get Free Certificates button. You'll see your main domain name showing along with the www one. Make sure that both are checked. Select that you have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Click the Get SSL Certificates button. The SSL certificates are now being set up. Next, you want to select the HTTPS login to HTTPS only, along with the WP admin to HTTPS only. Click the Save button. You'll see the status of your SSL certificate down here. The SSL certificate only takes a few minutes to complete. I'll refresh the page. The SSL certificates are now enabled. The last step before we start creating our WordPress site is to log into WordPress to change the URLs to our main domain. Click the WP-admin here at the top. You'll now be in the WordPress dashboard. Find the Settings tab over on the left side menu. Click General. You'll see the WordPress address URL and site address URL. Change out both of these URLs from the WP Engine URL to your domain name like this. Scroll down to the bottom and click Save Changes. You'll now be logged out of WordPress. Just log back in. You'll see up at the top your site URL showing. Now we want to pick out a theme to begin creating a site. To pick out a theme for your site, on the far left you will see tabs. Find the Appearance tab and hover over it. Click Themes, as this is where you can pick out a theme for your site. Next, click Add New Theme. You'll now see WordPress themes that you can choose from. There's thousands of free themes to choose from. Now I want to show you how to access free professionally designed WordPress themes and how to edit them easily with the drag and drop editor. Type in Astra in the search field. Click the Install button. Once it is done installing, click the Activate button. Once it is done activating the theme, you want to find the Plugins tab in the side menu. Click Add New. In the search field, type in Starter Templates. You want to click Install on it, then click Activate. Hover over the Appearance tab in the side menu. Click on Starter Templates. You now want to click the Build Your Website button. Choose Elementor for the page builder. It'll now showcase a bunch of WordPress themes that you can create your site with using drag and drop. You can type in the type of website you want to create to pull up templates based on that. You'll see a bunch of categories you can hover over and select to build your site. If you click a theme, it'll show you what it will look like so you can preview it. Click the X button to go back to the themes page. Now let me walk you through the steps on how to choose your theme and build your site with the drag and drop editor Elementor page builder. Select the theme you want. I'll choose this one. You can upload a logo if you'd like. You can do this at a later time, so if you don't have one now, no worries. Click the Skip and Continue button. You now want to choose the colors and font for your site. You can update these at a later time or change them whenever you'd like. Click the Continue button. You'll now be on the Tell us a little about yourself. You don't have to fill this out if you don't want to. Just make sure under Advanced Options, you have each one selected. Click the Submit and Build My Website button. It'll begin building your website. Once it is done, you'll be on the Congratulations page. Click the View Your Website button. It'll now take you to your website and what it looks like. Now let's go over how to make edits to the WordPress theme and how to use the drag and drop editor to create your site. To make edits to your site, click the Edit with Elementor tab on the top of the page. It'll now bring you to the drag and drop editor where you can create your site quick and easy. To make edits to a part of the page, just click where you want to make edits and start making edits. I can change Create Your Website to my demo website. If you want to make edits to the background image, right-click on the section. Click Edit Selection, click Style, hover over the image, and click the trash can icon if you want to remove the image. Click over the image, and you can upload a photo to place here, or click Media Library to upload images already uploaded in WordPress. I'll click the X button. I'll click the 9 dots at the top to get back to where you can drag stuff into the page. I'll scroll down a bit on the page. You can select what you want over on the left and drag it in wherever you'd like it. If you right-click on an area, you can delete it if you don't want it. By right-clicking, you can duplicate something if you need to duplicate it. You can drag something over to somewhere else on the page, by selecting it and dragging it over to where you want it. Over on the left, you see where you can link out the text to a page, change the size of the text, change the alignment of the text. If you click Style, you can change things like the text color, and under typography, the font you want to use, and more. If you scroll down to the Drag Widget Here section, click the plus icon. You can select the structure of the section of the page you want. I'll select this one. You can then drag in whatever you'd like in the sections. If you click the folder icon, then click blocks in the menu, you can scroll through lots of pre-made blocks that you can add to a page of your site and then start replacing with your content. This makes designing your site quick and easy because you can find almost any kind of design you want for a part of the page and start building it easily. I'll click this one. I'll click the Insert button to insert it to the page. When you click the Insert button on the block you like at first, you'll need to create a free Elementor account. Once it is created, you'll be able to add the blocks in quick and easy. I'll click the Insert button. What I selected is now inserted on the page where I can begin editing. I'll scroll back down to the Drag Widget Here section. If you click the Starter Templates icon, you can click blocks in the menu, and then it'll give you lots more page design ideas you can choose from. For these, you can just click one you like. I'll click this one, and then I'll click the Import button to import it to the page, to then start adding your own content and editing it how you want it. Now I want to cover the Contact Us form to show you how this works. I'm just going to drag over the WP forms. You can select a form. If you want to make edits to the form, click Edit the selected form. You can click the Create a New Form if you want to create a new form. I'm going to click Edit the selected form. It's now going to bring up the builder for the Contact Us form. You can hover over an area to delete it or duplicate it. You can click an area and drag it to wherever you like it. If you want to add something, you can drag it over from the side. If you click Field Options, you can click on a part of the form and then make changes from the side. You can select to make this part of the form a required or not required part to fill out. If you click Advanced, you can click the part of the form you want to change, and you can select between the size of the form field for that area, and then change if you want anything to show in the form field where they input their information. You can click Preview to preview the form. Click Save to save changes. When you are done, click the X button and you'll be taken back to the editor for the page. Let's get to know the drag and drop editor, Elementor, better. At the bottom left of the page, you'll see the Update button. Click this when you want to update the changes you've made. If you click the arrow, you can save it as a draft or save this page as a template to then use for another template of another page you create. To view changes you've made to your site, click the Preview Changes button and it'll showcase your site. If you click Responsive Mode, you can view what your site looks like on desktop, tablet, or mobile devices. If you click the menu icon in the top left and click Site Settings, you can change the colors of your site, fonts, and more. I'll click the X button. Click the menu icon. If you choose View Page, it'll show you the view of the page, and this is the easiest way to get back to the WordPress dashboard. If you want to make edits to a certain page on your site, you can click it in the menu and then click Edit with Elementor. To go to the WordPress dashboard, hover over your site title name and click Dashboard. If you hover over the Pages tab, click Add New to add a new page to your site. If you click All Pages, it'll showcase all the pages on your site. If you hover over the Media tab and click on Library, it'll show you all the images you have uploaded in WordPress. If you click Add New at the top, you can then upload or drag in an image into WordPress. If you hover over a post and click Add New, you can create a new blog post for your site. If you click All Posts, it'll pull up all the posts you have on your site. If you click the Comments tab, you will see all the comments you have on your blog post. You can easily reply, mark it as spam, or trash the comment. If you hover over the Plugins tab and click Add New, you can then search for or browse plugins to add to your site. Any feature or customization you might want on your site, more than likely there's a plugin for that. If you hover over the Appearance tab in the left side menu, click on Menus. This is where you can edit the menu on your site. You can add new pages to the menu or drag a page to a different order. If you click the tiny arrow, you can change the name of it or completely delete it from the menu. If you want to create a completely new menu, you can click Create a New Menu. Now let me show you how to make edits to the footer area of your site, along with uploading a logo, favicon, and other customizations. If you hover over the Appearance tab in the side menu and click Customize, you'll be on the Customize page. Click the Footer Builder. You can then click an area in the footer area where you see the pencil icon to start making edits to that section over on the left side. You can also click what you'd like to edit in the left side area. Both will take you to the same place to make edits like seen here. If you click the plus icon, you can then add whatever you like to the footer area in that section. If you hover over an area of the footer and click the Design button, you can then design things like link colors, font colors, fonts, and more. You can click the X button to remove that area from the footer. If you click the pencil icon here on the left-hand side, you can then choose how many columns you want your footer to be. You can then click the plus icon to add sections to that part of the footer. I'm going to click the back arrow twice. If you click Site Identity, you can then upload a logo and a favicon, which is a site icon for your site. Click Select Site Icon to then upload your site icon, also known as the favicon for your site. If you click Site Title and Logo Settings, you can then change the logo to your own and make other customizations to the logo area for your site. I'm going to click the back button twice. You'll now see a bunch of different options you can select from for different parts of the site, such as Header Builder, Blog, Pages, Sidebar, Performance to help speed up your site, and more. You now know how to access pre-made professional templates, how to build a WordPress website with WP Engine, and making edits to it using the drag and drop editor, Elementor Page Builder. That is my WP Engine WordPress tutorial going over how to build a WordPress website with WP Engine step by step. If you have any questions, get in touch in the comments as I'm here to help you with anything you need. Give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment letting us know if the tutorial was helpful or not, as the comments help improve our tutorials. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more WP Engine WordPress hosting tutorial videos.